What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are watching this video, I'm sailing the high seas, baby. I'm a pirate. Well, I'm not a pirate, I'm on a cruise ship, but I'm on vacation, so I'm filming this in advance. For everybody that left a question on my social media, wow, you guys are incredible. This is by far the biggest response I've ever had to a Q&A questionnaire asking post. Is that how you say that? The questions were dope. I picked quite a few, so we're just gonna get right into this. I'm gonna start answering some questions. It's been like 9 months I've done a Q&A, so hopefully you guys are ready, man. Do you guys remember these? These were a staple on the channel before we took the new direction. Since I am filming this in advance, here's to hoping that my travels are safe. We haven't ran into any Somali pirates. Knock on fridge. So yeah, let's hope all is well. This is the last video I ever make. Just know that I went out doing what I love. Sailing the high seas, drunk off my ass. You went out doing what he loved. Can't fault him for that. All right, enough jokes. You guys ready? Let's do it! Yeah! Alright, question number one comes from Nick Schodemeyer. He says, do you think you'll ever return to more vlog style videos like the last donut challenge video? I told myself when I returned back to YouTube after like my 3 or 4 month hiatus that I wouldn't ever vlog again. But honestly, that donut challenge video was so much fun to make, and watching those back, I get a lot more value myself, like hanging out with my friends and like showing you guys like what like my day-to-day life is more like, you know, because as much as I enjoy meal prep videos and I think they help people and they're really good for business and they really help my channel grow, if you guys pay attention to like my views, like all my videos that have a ton of views are like meal prep videos, whereas like my vlogs would average like 25 to 30K views. I mean, some might hit 50, 60 if the title was clickbaity enough. But if I'm being real, I just kind of got tired of like taking a whole day to film a video, right? A whole next day to edit it, putting all this time into trying to be as creative as I could be, doing like edits and shots and like jumping out of my cars to film me driving by a street and then not having a good enough thumbnail or title and getting like 20K views. Like that was no fun. When I can stand in the kitchen, teach people something and I can get 20K easy, and then the possibility to trend is even higher. So I don't know, man. If I'm being honest, I kind of just wing a lot of this. Like I don't really like try to plan it out in my head. Like I need to do this to grow the channel. I just like wake up one day and I'm like, what am I filming today? I hit record and I just go. So I don't know. We shall see. I definitely do think I want to start vlogging more, but maybe less like Max Tuning style vlogs that are highly edited. Maybe more just like bring the camera with me, talk, have fun, and like that way I'm not editing all day and shooting all day, if that makes sense. Thanks for your question, brother. From Hetty's Bakery, we got, why don't you say remember to smile and stay positive? You never know whose day you will make better. Man, y'all remember that? That outro tag was something I said at the end of one video completely randomly one time, and I just started doing it at the end of the videos as like a sign off, so to say. And why did I quit doing it? I just felt like it wasn't cool, maybe? I don't know. If I'm being honest, I just felt like that outro, as much as like I believe in that message and I think that like everybody should do that, you should always be trying to smile, stay happy. Like happiness is the #1 priority in life, right? I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't cool, so I quit saying it. Is that a good enough answer? Thanks, Hetty's Bakery. Appreciate you. From A Mendoza Z33, what kind of weed strains do you smoke? I mean, I don't really get down to that complicated of a level, to be honest. Whatever he's got, I'm not really asking like, is this that Skywalker killer? Nah, I'm just gonna smoke it. And to be real, I don't like smoke a lot. My whole rule of thought is like that's stuff that I save for after all my work's done in the day. If I woke up and decided to just take like a blunt to the dome right away, my day would be screwed. I wouldn't get shit done. So my favorite thing to do is like get all my work done in the day and then like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night to wind down a little bit, you know what I mean? Everything in moderation. Thanks for your question. Oh, from King Rick 23, when is the bear coming back? I mean, he's still here. He's still in my life. The thing is, some of those videos that I made back then, I loved making those, right? They were crazy to edit, but like that's my sense of humor and I really loved it, but a lot of people didn't, and that was when like I tried to switch up the content I put on my channel, and then like there was a huge backlash from the audience. But that's kind of why we're where we're at right now, is because like in the end I couldn't do what I wanted to do with my channel, so you know, I'm just giving people what they want. We went from a video every other day to 1 video a week. So in my free time I can do what I want. I can make music, I can pursue business opportunities, I can do things like that, and you know, work on making myself happy. Because there was a time when I hung on to every single comment everybody made and yada yada, and I wasn't happy, man. I was working myself to death. I was really depressed, and I was like making content for a percentage of an audience that like didn't appreciate any of the work I put into it. And yeah, I had to do, that's why I took 3 to 4 months off. I did a lot of soul searching and really had to figure out like what's gonna make me happy. You know what I mean? I tried so hard to make all these other people happy. What's gonna make me happy? And after that soul searching, shit, I'm the best I've ever been right now, and that's feels good to say that for sure. Thanks for your question. From Barbell 47, did you ever clean that effing stovetop? She's better. She's a work in progress. Not 100. Thanks for your question. From Ronnie Ronnie Kosiminski, butchered that. How does a person lose weight when they love to eat? LOL, my job's physically active and I can't seem to get rid of the middle section gone. Any advice? Well, you just gotta not eat, man. At the end of the day, you can't really sugarcoat it. Like, you eat less food in a day, and the amount of energy your body needs in a day to just exist, to do your daily activities, you're gonna lose weight no matter what. At the end of the day, you gotta make that decision in your head. Like, do you want to lose the weight? Because if you really want to, you'll quit eating. Not that we don't all mess up, man. I mess up all the time. I really do. But that's where OMAD or like fasting really helps me out, because like if I wake up and I start eating right away, might as well just throw that whole day out the window. I'm screwed, man. Even just when I fasted like 2 to 4, just like the idea of like knowing that I'm not eating in the morning, and you don't like, just the less times you eat in a day, the less chances you have to mess up, if that makes sense. Like I said, OMAD changed my life. It's got Grant looking peeled if you guys haven't seen him lately. Ankrum loves it, so yeah, gotta find out what works for you, man. Discipline goes a long way. Thanks, Ronnie, for your question. From Maria Cloper, what kind of workouts do you recommend for somebody with cankles? I'm insecure about my thick ankles, hashtag help me. In all my history of watching workout videos and hearing advice from people, I've never seen a cankle workout. So I don't know, man. I think a lot of that's genetics. So I would just, yeah, I don't know, because I know who you are in real life, and you're in great shape. So I mean, I've never once looked at your ankles and been like, we can't be friends no more. I wouldn't think too much about it, man. We all got shit about ourselves that we're insecure about. So yeah, those are what make you a good person though, right? If you grow up beautiful and you grow up with no struggle, like what kind of human being are you? Very uninteresting. Some of the most attractive people that I've ever spoken to are duller than a butter knife. Struggle, adversity, not having everything handed to you is what makes you a strong person. So if you look at your faults as faults, then you'll let them dominate you. But if you look at every one of your faults and you look at them as a positive and something that's gonna make you better, can't lose with that mindset, baby. Thanks for your question. Joe Ambrose CCV. Do you see yourself moving towards a hip hop artist now? The new album is sick. Listen to it almost every day. Hey, thank you so much. If you guys haven't listened to my music project, link in description, Prototype 7, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. You know, I hate the idea of saying like, I'm just a hip hop artist now. We live in a world where like you have the freedom to do anything you want, right? With the power of the internet, especially now with like the way I do things. I have so many like things going on behind the scenes that like, I can really do whatever I want. And I don't like to even say that I'm a hip hop artist. I like to just say that I'm privileged enough in my life to where I've worked and got myself to a point where I can work on something that's like a dream of mine in my free time. And the fact that I have the resources to do that is like a blessing. So to answer your question, I'm working on my second project right now. It's gonna be called Sink or Swim. You like that? It's gonna be about like, man, when I took those 3 months off, I had to learn a lot about myself, and I'm making a lot of music that's kind of like reflecting on that stuff, like coming off some certain things I was taking and everything. Like I just had to do a lot of soul searching, and yeah, you either sink or you swim, right? So that's coming soon. I would like to launch late July. I'm actually like, once this video's done and I edit it, I'm back in the studio. If in my free time, that's normally what I'm doing. So appreciate your question, man. Thanks for the support on the album too, man. If you haven't listened yet, give it a chance, I'm telling you. All right, I'm Matt House. Not a question, but you're amazing. I've been following you for the past 2 years. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Anthony Beast, when is your next album coming up? I just answered that. Hopefully late July. Like I said, late July. I don't want to rush this one. I feel like I rushed my last one to like reach a deadline and certain things I had in my head. And I was doing a video every other day and just posted like I was so overworked for it that I let a lot of little things, in my opinion, when I listen back, like I could have done better on. But sometimes I say like you just gotta throw some stuff out there and you see what the reception is, and then you just like see what the highs are, right? And then you just kind of like try to replicate that and try to like just get better and improve and improve and improve. So that's what I'm doing right now, man. Appreciate you. What was your cycle when you used to run it, and what were the side effects that made you stop? Were the side effects the only reason for stopping? My cycle, I mean, I was on just test for like 2 years straight. When I did cycle, I mean, I took D-ball, I've taken Tren, I've taken, what else did I take? Equipoise, the horse steroid. I took D-ball. To be honest, man, my side effects, if there was a side effect, I got it, man. One thing I didn't get was like the male breast tissue or whatever. I didn't get that one, but man, acne was like by far the worst, and like my face was big and I was really red all the time, and my body didn't do well with it, and like I bear permanent scars on my face from steroids. So yeah, I 100%, I would say I stopped for health reasons and I stopped for just side effect things, you know? As much as I'm like, 15 pounds lighter now, I feel like I look the best I've ever looked. In my opinion, like what good is all the muscle if you got zits everywhere and like you're all, you know what I mean? So that was just my experience. I know guys like my buddy Ankrum, he can take whatever and seems to get like no side effects. I definitely don't regret ever taking them because I learned a lot about myself and about my body and everything, but I don't know if I'll ever do them again. I don't know. If I do, it'll be like a shorter duration and not like 2 years straight, because like I really didn't notice a lot of these side effects, so I was on for a long time. So thanks for your question, man. Larkin412, what's your take on this new diet break stuff? Mark Lobliner was talking about it. Shout out to him, but just wanted to get Rem's take on things. Yeah, shout out to Mark Lobliner, man. I actually went up, I don't know if you guys remember that video I went up I've been shot with him at his gym. He took me out to a steak dinner, imparted some knowledge on me. That's a good dude, man. I think anytime you diet for a long time, taking a little break is essential. Same thing with training. If you've been doing the same training for a while, like they talk about deload weeks, like you give your body a break, kind of let it reset. I think that's essential, especially if you've been like cutting and you're on low calories for a while, right? A deload week on your diet's gonna kind of reset your metabolism, and also too, like a mental break for you, right? If you're doing the same thing for a long time, it's kind of like a vacation, right? You grind out a job for so long, like the vacation I'm about to take, and you just have like a week of relaxing, right? Same thing, man. Sometimes, even if there's no physical benefits, the mental benefit is really what matters. Get your mind right, get your grind right, you know? Now, I will say though, there's a diet break, then there's a binge week. Don't do the binge week, because I've had some of those before, and it's not, when your calories are that low, it's so easy to gain back like 10 or 15 pounds in a week. I'm telling you, don't just go crazy, but a little break ain't gonna kill you. Thanks, Larkin. From Robble85, how's that Rover you got from Auto Assets treating you? You know, I love my Range Rover. Yeah, it's the first SUV I've ever owned. My entire life, I've only ever drove two-door cars, so two-door coupes, so there's never been a back seat. There's always been kind of cramped up front. It's the first time I've been in something and I'm like, you could have sex in this thing. So yeah, I love it. I love it. That way I got like a car and I got an SUV. Love it. Thanks, man. 950G, I love your i8. My question is, how do you like it and what don't you like about it? I love my i8. It's great. The only downside to having a car that's like a little more rare is that, like, for instance, to get an oil change, like normally with like another car, I'd go pay like 50 bucks, get an oil change. With this one, it's about $400. And then there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And like right now, my car is in the shop, right? My i8, there was like a recall on something. I was having trouble like trying to put fuel in it. It would like shoot air out of the gas tank back at me. I can only put like $1 in at a time. And then for me to take it to the dealer, the closest dealer that'll work on it's an hour away. I gotta drop it off. Each dealer only has one mechanic that can actually work on an i8. It's certified, so you don't just take it there and get it back in a day. You take it and you get it back like a week and a half later. So there's pros and cons. One of the reasons I want to move is so I can be a little closer to a dealership in case I have a problem, because like I gotta have someone pick me up there and take me home, whereas like in a bigger city I could maybe 15 minutes away to a dealership and I could Uber home. We don't have Uber in this city I live in. So yeah, I love it, but it's one of those things, like there's hassle that goes along with it. Same thing with a Range Rover. You buy it and like there's hassle that goes along with it. It's not like buying like a Toyota or a Honda and it just runs forever. A lot of hassle. So thanks for your question. From Spot 808, when are you getting some pooches? You know what? I've been talking about this lately. Man, I don't know pooches plural, but I'm gonna get a dog, I think, after I move. So I'm planning on moving to Texas in like 3 months, right around there. Yeah, I think I wanna get a house with a yard and I can get a dog. I don't think I have time for a puppy right now, but I think I'm gonna rescue a dog. So yeah, for sure. Cause I love dogs, man. I love dogs, and I've always wanted a dog. I grew up with dogs, but yet like I've always told myself I can't have a dog. So now I want a dog. I'm doing what makes me happy now, right? So yeah, thanks for your question. Evo Genesis, as someone who seems to work his ass off to reach his goals, what happens when you reach them? What do you reach for when you're at the top of the mountain? Wow, this is something I struggled with right after I put out my hip hop album. That was something I wanted to do ever since I was a kid, and I put it out, and then after I put it out, it was just like, it was almost like I had this like finish line. It was like putting out the album, like achieving a childhood dream, yada. And I got there, and then afterwards, like I felt nothing. I felt no happiness. I almost felt like I was less happy. I was more depressed. I just like couldn't figure out, like, it's like I've had all these goals, right? And like anytime I accomplish one, it never really even brought me happiness. It was just like the next goal, like what's the next thing, what's the next thing, what's the next thing, like. And I talk about a lot in my music, just like feeling like I'm going crazy, like locked in, just like working and working and working and like trying to make money and make my friends happy and like achieve my goals and make myself happy. And it was like nothing worked, and it took me a while to realize that like true happiness isn't really in like material possessions or like achieving a certain level of success. It's more just in like being happy in that moment, instead of thinking like a month ahead where you're gonna be happy when you have this new car, you're gonna be happy when you have this or this. It's like just learning that it's like it's okay to sit and do nothing, and it's okay to be happy. Like you're allowed to be happy. And yeah, it took me a while to like really wrap my head around that, but I've been doing a lot of like, not a lot, but I do some like meditation, nothing crazy, but like I just think any time in your day where you can sit and like have no stimulation whatsoever, so you have no music playing, you have no TV you're watching, you have something you're not doing, you can sit and just like close your eyes for like 10 or 15 minutes and just think. That has changed like my life dramatically, because I was that type of guy where like I was always going, like had to have music on when I was doing this. I had to like constantly be doing something. If I was in bed, it was like TV had to be on, like I had to go to sleep to TV. It was like I was almost like scared of what was in my head. Now I just, even just that little change does wonders. So did I answer your question? So you asked, what do you reach for at the top of the mountain? Happiness. That's all I want. I just want to be happy. I'm still working on that. It's a daily thing, but I think we're getting there. Thanks for your question. Final question from Scott Soupy Campbell. What is your biggest regret? Wow. I'm 28 years old, so I've been through a lot. You know, I think that thinking back on like what the biggest regret regret would be almost like counterintuitive in a sense, because where I'm at right now in life is like I'm in the best place I've ever been. Like the music I'm making, the videos I'm making, the success I'm having on my channel, like my relationships with everybody around me. Like I am by far in the best spot I've ever been in. And for me to say that there was like a regret I had would take away something crucial to help me grow into who I am right now in this moment. So I can't say for certain there's anything I would change, right? Because I'm right here right now talking to you, and like I said, I'm about to go on a vacation for a week. I'm about, you know, like things are good, man. Things are good. But if there was one regret I would say that I had, like one thing that I would change, it would be this thing right here, this phone. For the longest time, I was so addicted to this thing. I was on social media all day posting, counting my comments, counting my likes, changing my caption 4 times to try to get more likes, more comments. YouTube videos, I would post one with a title and I could like go down and just read every comment and soak all of it up and like take all of it to heart, right? Every bit of it. So like when I could read 100 good comments, they would do nothing for me. I'd read one bad one and it would like ruin my whole day. When I took that 3 months off of YouTube, I took 3 months off of like everything. I wasn't on social. I uninstalled all the apps from my phone, took like a detox, and then like realized what like real life is, right? And now, like even on here, like I used to have my social media apps on my home screen. They're not there. They're hidden in a folder, and like my screen time, I spend less than like 30 minutes a day on my phone, at least in social media apps. I might like have a podcast on the background or something, but like I don't know, man. My biggest regret was by far letting this thing dominate my life, and I fear that that's kind of where we're at as a society, man. People are stuck in this thing. I go out, like last night, I was out at dinner, Japanese steakhouse, and there was a family sitting at the table with us, and like the kids were just on their phones the whole time, and the parents were just like watching TV, and there was like no personal interaction. Whereas I'm the type of guy, I want to go out, I want to talk to people, I want to hit the pavement, I want to have fun adventures and relationships, and we're also stuck in these things, man. And that was where I was at. Like I would like finish working and I'd just lay in bed for hours just on my phone and like melt my brain, and then I couldn't sleep, and I'm wondering why I'm so depressed. This thing, man. So if I have one regret, it's this thing right here. But it got me where I'm at. I'm in a healthy relationship with it now. Things are good. So thanks for your question, man. I appreciate you. And that has been an RJF Q&A, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Do not forget, I will have my laptop with me working on the cruise, and I'm a personal trainer, so RemingtonJamesFitness.com. If you're trying to reach a certain fitness goal and you want to know exactly what to eat in the certain quantities or how you should be training, I can help you achieve your results as long as you follow the program. So RemingtonJamesFitness.com. Don't forget, this video is sponsored by Final Boss Performance. FinalBossPerformance.com. Use code RJF10 for 10% or available on Amazon with Prime shipping. I think that's it, man. Thank you guys. As always, make sure to follow me on social media if you want to get in on another one of these Q&As in the future, and that's going to cover it. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, like I said, my trip's going safe, and yeah, thank you guys as always, man. Peace. Hold on, for old time's sake. And don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you can make it better. With that, we're out here. This has been a Remington James production. I will see you fine ladies and gentlemen at the next video. See you guys. Boom, he still got it. He still got it.